Whirlpool transmission, and you have what you call your splutch. This part of the splutch is the portion that your shift actuator, it gets a signal, and when it's time for the washer to move from wash to spin, it activates that arm. Sometimes when you have a spring that is stuck, you will have the washer making a grinding noise. And that's because the splutch is not fully pulled in, so you have that. Or the spring is too stiff and it's pushing up when it should be down. All right, beautiful transmission. When they work, they work. So we're going to be removing the belt, then we're going to be taking off the pulley motor, or pulley wheel I should say, and the splutch is that piece underneath. Now it might be easier for you to remove the shift actuator, which is that little thing with the motor, but you don't have to. But it will be easier, especially if you're not sure what you're doing or if you don't do this a lot. So 2 green screws and they're Phillips. Disconnect your harness and just set it out the way. I'm just looking at both the springs. Sometimes when one of the springs could be smushed in, it's going to stop the splutch from actually pushing all the way, or if it's too stretched out, it will keep the splutch from fully being pulled in when the shift actuator pulls it down. So pretty straightforward. Get it in and twist it and lock it. Just make sure that the hook or the loop on the other end goes under the shift actuator. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything. Your washer is just going to sit there and you're going to be wondering what's wrong with it. So yeah, that's why it's better if you take off the shift actuator so that you can see that the arm is inserted into the loop or the hook or whatever you want to call it, the opening on the splutch. All right, so once that's in, if you do have blue Loctite, go ahead and put a little bit on there, or thread sealant, just a little bit. I did have a little bit and it was on, but I did not show it, so do that and tighten your nut. The nut is a 1/2 inch, or I should say the socket. All right, time to put the belt on. Also, while you're there, if you see oil or any residue of such, go ahead and wipe it clean, and just note that your transmission or gear case might be on its way out. The clip coming up is going to be off the washer washing, but water was going in, so it was super loud, but the noise was gone. The grinding sound was no longer. So the fix was a success. All right, this was outside. Customer had their washer outside. Doesn't matter where it's at. I go there, I fix, and that's the end of that. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching.